Hello my friends and welcome back to Minecolonies Byzantine. Last episode we configured those big 3 resource gatherers, and this episode we're going to be focusing on our new abode. That's right, the house underneath the cistern. Before we get going on that though, I wanted to show you some of the decorations I've done between episodes. So we had to stretch out and flatten out this land next to the warehouse because this is going to become our new industrial area. Now I was kind of capped with how far I could go because the colony boundaries don't actually reach that far yet. But we've neatened up the seawall as you can see and the area is flat. Now let's swoop under the water and I can show you, I've put down the framework for those railway tunnels that are going to help us connect the colony up discreetly. And I say discreetly because rails weren't really around in the Byzantine days, in the days of the Roman Empire. They weren't really rocking around like Thomas the Tank Engine. Anyway, let's give you a first-person look at that. So yeah, basically it's connected up at the moment with 3 different terminals. Number 1 is right here in this park. Now we've left the stairway bare on the middle because that's the best way to get rails down these halls. Because rails don't work very well with stairs. Now, one of these tunnels goes up next to the insulate near the university. Here we go, and this is identical. Now, I was going to try and make this whole thing glass, but I thought it would look a bit bad, so instead we just got really big glass windows that I think works a little bit better, because lots and lots of this glass looks really ugly. But yeah, the second terminal comes out here on the other side of the insulate, and it's not super important now, but once the agricultural section is all up and running, it's going to become much more vital. Now, as you can see, while I've been doing these things, the farm has grown. Look at all these crops, amazing. Farmer has been hard at work, and we've got a steady supply of all those important foods and medicines. Now, before we continue, I've made a massive boo-boo. Basically, I forgot to actually assign the couriers to show you what I mean right now. What's up, Molly Moo Mizzou, courier extraordinaire. So basically, we're over here at the warehouse. Wait, what's your quest?
Can I help you?
Heard of the clipboard? Yeah, I've got one right here. Let me just give you it.
Is there a problem?
Yeah, there's the clipboard, but can I have it back?
What's it today then?
Yeah, there we go. And that's another quest under the belt. Now what else has she got going on? Please upgrade or build a warehouse for me to work at. Yeah, right. So if I've been paying attention, this is what we mean. Molly Moo Mizzou needs to be assigned to the warehouse as a courier. You got to go to this tab right here, manage workers, and hire these guys to work here. And it makes a lot of sense because you can have a lot of couriers around the colony and you're going to want them at different warehouses. Now another thing, this warehouse is level 2, which means the courier huts that are attached to it are also locked to level 2. If we try and upgrade this, we just can't. There's no option at all. We can repair it, but it's not broke. But yeah, now the couriers are assigned to this warehouse, there's so much to do in terms of getting food and materials around the colony, so they should get to work. So here we go, attach the clipboard to the colony and now it's noting requests. So let's take a look at the Citizens tab and see all of the dudes that are in the colony. Here we go, a Warfish, Haltermain, Ambriel Hoobies, Aqua Nerd, Blackbird Vink, Kanan Bigglesworthson, quite the mouthful, Craven Hoobies, Decoy Bonehead, Derpius Bits, Goobert Bigglesworthson, Jackal Wolf, it's Wilson, Jade Slunter, J Hoobies, Jello Slunter, another one, Jessim Foam Tankard, amazing, John Cletus Dawnsails, Knight Extraordinaire, Marvin the Falcon, the Eavesdropper from the Tavern, Mav Apanathi, of course Molly Moo Mizzou, Nikki Braven, Builder Extraordinaire, Random Nerdvink, Rogue Salazar, Roxy Crenshaw, Sal Nerd, Seldasake, Soul 101, Spinny Guy, Tuppy Hoobies, Uncle Guy, Usagi B. I've got to get my breath back, but that's all the dudes in the colony, and that's quite a few. And as you can see, yeah, that brings us to 29 dudes with a maximum now of 39 currently with the amount of houses we have. Marvin, what are you doing? We should probably find Marvin a job so he doesn't spend all his time in the tavern eavesdropping on private conversations. Oh man, the moon does look great above... What was that? Oh my god! I'm being attacked! What the hell? Oh, this is the curse of the time lapses. I don't sleep for so long that I get attacked by these phantoms. So yeah, we have a lot of unemployed dudes, and that means I can probably activate these courier huts that were added when we did the plaza decoration next to my house. So I've managed to get these buildings up to level 2, but they can go even higher if we can track down some mossy cobblestone. So how do you make mossy cobblestone? It should be quite... Yeah, no sweat, we've got loads of vines from the jungle, and cobblestone is the most common resource on the planet. Oh, we do need acacia wood though, and I'm not sure if I have any acacias. So I guess these are staying at level 2 for now, until we can actually get some acacia trees, but that's a good point, something that I let slip by. Anyway, look at the amount of dudes we have that we can hire as couriers. Amazing! Now we're going to find the best people for the job, as always. And it looks like Jessim Foam Tankard, you're up with 10 agility and 9 adaptability, that's amazing. And then Ambriel Hoobies, a close second at 8 and 12, boom. And there. Now this isn't a railway tunnel yet because I can't quite afford the rails. We've done the research, that's amazing, but rails are quite expensive and I've kind of run out of iron. And that's why this episode we have to get our house up and running. So I have a core computer that has all my stuff and I can develop some tools there, work on my armor, basically take care of myself because self-care is important, guys. Look after yourselves. So Ambriel Hoobies, come on over, and Jessim Foam Tankard, you are also on the courier team. Boom. Now I'm also going to need some food, so we're going to pop over to the restaurant just like all the other colonists. I'm a hungry boy. And the restaurant is a great place for me even to come and grab some snacks. How's it going, Zelda? What you got for me? Cooked cod? Yeah, I'll take some of that. Okay, onwards to the house. Alright, here we go. Let's Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, this mother trucker, and design a pretty sweet looking pad. So over here we have our tools. We've got an architect's cutter. So the architect's cutter, it's worth mentioning, has had a big upgrade. Basically, you look for what you want. Let's say we want spruce pillars. So you go to the pillars, select your type of pillar. Round is pretty common on the colony. Put a material in there, and boom, we have round spruce planks pillars. And this upgrade makes the architect's cutter just a really cool tool to use, even outside of Minecolonies. Right, so I've got my clipboard, boom, we're going to add some things to here. Number 1 is computer storage. We're going to be able to hide a bunch of technology underneath the colony right here, and I think that's okay. It's not visible to everybody that's coming along, and I've already got my 4K flat screen in here, so there's not much to worry about in terms of hiding the tech and keeping the city authentic. So we want computer storage, a great way to hold everything, and also we're going to see if we can add some remote storage access. If we can nail that, it's going to be vital because, yeah, having a controller where I can always have access to my computer around the colony is going to be insane. Number 2, I want to upgrade my kitchen. So we're going to use a Cooking for Blockheads kitchen, and that should be pretty simple to put together. It's not mega vital because we do have the restaurant already, but it's a great step. Technology inside the house and my flat screen TV, I'm going to need a way to generate enough power to operate everything inside here. So we'll have to think about that. So let's go chronologically down the list. Computer storage. So here we go. On the left, I've added the basics we're going to need to get a computer up and running. Now it begins with the heart of the computer, the controller. This is like the CPU. The storage. The storage itself comes in the form of storage parts into storage disks, and connect that with cables to the CPU, and you have a computer. Everything else here is a component part to make up these things like processors, destruction and construction cores, and processor binding. And last but not least, we have the wireless grid and wireless transmitters, and if I have the wireless grid and I'm walking around within range of these transmitters, I'll have access to my computer. That's good to know. Now there's one other thing we're going to need to add, one of the core components for these processors. We're going to need gold and the other materials, we need processor binding, and redstone dust shouldn't be a problem, especially with all that GregTech redstone we got. But it's going to be silicone as well, that's a pretty tricky one. Now there's a few ways to get silicone, but honestly the easiest way is to gather nether quartz and smelt that. So before we get going on this, we're going to need to do a big old mining trip. Other things we're going to need, for example, for the crafting grid are diamonds, for the raw advanced processors, very important. For the processor binding we'll need string, but getting slime balls shouldn't be too hard. So here we go into the breach, and check it out, I've got a completely empty pack and a completely empty backpack. This should be great, I can't wait to get this thing full of nether quartz. Alrighty, right, so the hunt for nether quartz begins, and there's loads around here. I'm just going to have to dig down, get a safe way down to where there's lots of nether quartz, and we're going to try and avoid this big boy over here, the netherite monstrosity. Oh, now we'll also grab some glowstone as well, because that's going to come in really handy too for a lot of crafts. Oh man, having no fall damage and being able to jump up by 2 blocks is also really handy in the nether. But while we're here, I might as well grab some of the spicier things we're finding, like crimson iron and other gems, like what's this stuff? Ah, no, nether gold we don't need to worry about because that only gets you nuggets. What's this stuff? Ah, zinc. We don't need to bother with zinc. Whoa, mama, what is that thing over there? That looks like a crazy cool generated structure. And I reckon I can probably pilfer some of the chests that are on the edge if I'm very careful. So it's time to build a little bridge and perform a little nether heist. Now they can see me and it's pretty dangerous here, but also I probably don't even need a sword. I can just knock these guys off the edge. As long as I'm very careful. There we go, bye-bye, son. And time to grab his loot. Oh yeah, chainmail gloves, leather boots, and flint. What a precious haul. We're not going to grab all of this stuff, but too. Oh man, wow, this is almost all trash. What happened to the loot in these chests? This is all junk. Oh my god, yeah, it's all trash. Ah! Well, time to leave. Let's grab some glowstone, the other thing we need, and head on home. Oh, there's some right there. Okie dokie, easy does it. Could fall off here and die. But I didn't, and now I've got a whole bunch of glowstone. I think that's gone straight into my dank. Okay, a very fine haul indeed, and also I was very lucky. Like, none of the monsters here are really bothering me that much. It's pretty chill here in the nether, despite the heat. But let's take a look at the dank and see what we got. So we got like 687 nether quartz, 4 bits of raw crimson iron, meh. I've compacted some of that nether quartz into blocks of quartz, and we got 281 glowstone dust. This should keep us going for a while. Let's get home. So nether quartz in the bag. It's essential for making this stuff called quartz enriched iron. Oh, but we're also going to need a lot of iron as well, so a bit of regular mining is required. Now, also what we're going to need is some slime balls. So kind of the best way to get slime balls is using dough from Create, which is wheat flour mixed with water, no sweat. And lime dye, which is literally just white dye and green dye, so some cactuses in a hopper botany pot might work for that. And some white dye from bones. Okay, so this should all be pretty simple. First up we'll need the casing. We'll just use this empty space right here. Boom, boom. And boom, sure, why not? Put the andesite alloy on this and it becomes the casing. Dig it up. Boom, we've got the casing. Now we can create the hand crank. Oh, no, we'll need some wooden planks. So we'll do that. Open up the crafting table on a stick. And there we go, the crank. Now the millstone. It's just, what's this? Umber, cinderstone, skulkstone, gloom slate. Oh, it's just cooked stone. So boom, the millstone. We got the crank and the millstone. Let's get to this. So if I put the millstone here, I put a cogwheel next to it. Is this gonna work? I might have to get rid of this concrete panel. There we go. The crank on top. And boom, we have a working millstone. Let's go and grab some wheat now from the farm. Amazing. And we can get one step closer to making this computer. And look at this. Yeah, so in the racks as well we have, wait, verdant sprigs. We've also got a whole bunch of wheat that we've saved up here. This is going to grind up great into some dough. So we've also got some botany hopper pots down here in the storage area beneath my home. I've put some drawers down here with 4 slots, just in case. And these 2 over here at the end, we've put in a couple of sands and a couple of cactuses. Now this will grow in the background and get us the dye we need. And while that's growing, what we can do is work on turning this wheat into dough. And this is pretty simple. You just toss it into the top and turn the crank. Oh yeah, use a millstone to pulverize some wheat. Now this is going to take me quite some time. So while we do this milling, I want to talk about what kind of furnace we're going to use as well. And this might be a bit of a shocker, but for now we're going to use a jump from the All the Mods 9 series is making his return. And if you watch this far into the video, I want you to put Jumbo Furnace into the comment section and I will like and heart the comment. Also, like I said, keep those ideas coming in for what you reckon we should be putting inside my house, all these machineries. A great example is this millstone, because look at this, 21 wheat flour. Amazing. And there we go, some cactus from these drawers. Lovely stuff, just grab this up. But it's going to be nice to have this growing in the background. We'll also need to put some stuff in these other hopper pots as well, so let me know what you guys think we should put there. Ah, lots of gold in this iron furnace, that's going to come in handy. Bit of bricks and clay in here, but we're going to need to go and grab some iron from a mining trip. We might even also see if the miners gathered some already, but also what we're going to need to do is make a jumbo furnace. So it's time for mining trip number 2. Let's get down that shaft. So on the shopping list is cobblestone for a big-ass jumbo furnace. Also some iron for the various bits and bobs making a computer. And finally as well, if we can spare it, if we can manage to scrounge some up, we're going to need some diamonds too. Oh, not that way. That's the spider cave. We're going to go back the safer way. Follow the torches. It's where we've been before. Oh, what was that, iron? Oh my god, yeah. Can't really see what I'm doing though, so let's grab a torch and we can basically just ignore creepers and skeletons and zombies. They're no threat to us. And while we're down here, why not a little bit of gold? Can never have too much gold, even though we've got like a couple of stacks. Oh yeah, a lootin' tootin' speed run. There's some more gold, some more iron, only a small vein though. Oh, just one bit, almost not worth digging. In fact, it's not. Oh, what's this? Oh, rude break the spawner. Well, okay, let's keep it going. Oof, getting spicy down here. What's this? A diamond. Nice. Couple of diamonds. Time to go. Oh, luck be a lady tonight. We're looking for more diamonds, more gold, more iron, all the... Oh, hello, yes, please. Some of that blue goodness. Let's just take this guy out with my pickaxe because I'm lazy. And you too, son of a gun. Get out of here. Yeah, diamonds, nice. So a very sweet haul indeed. Let's take a look. We got 13 diamonds now. What else did we gather? 30 gold in here, the 55 bars that we got from the furnace. We got 1,700 cobblestone, ooh, 174 iron, oh man, and 208 redstone, amazing. And we're going to be able to duplicate all of this using ore hammers as well, get more bang for our buck. Well, not the diamonds and the redstone, but we can certainly duplicate the iron. So we've basically got double that number. So here we go, we've got a lot of smelting to do. If you want to turn this quartz into silicone, if we want to get all of these dusts smelted into bars, we're going to need some big smelting capacity. We don't have time really to mess around with an iron furnace and get it powered just yet. What we're going to be doing is a great go-between, which is going to be the jumbo furnace. Now a jumbo furnace is literally 3x3x3 furnaces. Oh, hello. Gold and stone. Don't mind if I do. And I think a jumbo furnace works best when you kind of embed it in the wall of your house. Into the dank we go. Get all this stuff out. Nice, nice, nice. And here we go. We want to make as many furnaces as we can. So it looks like we can make at least 64. So 3x3 furnaces, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 27 in total, I believe, if my math is correct. Whoopsie daisy. And boom, we have a jumbo furnace. Now, at the moment it's a level 1 jumbo furnace, but we want to do better than that. We can upgrade it. To do that, we use these jumbo furnace blocks. It's 27 furnaces smelted. So time to turn the rest of this cobblestone that we gathered into more furnaces. So copper isn't super valuable, but what it is really good, blocks and 3 sticks gets you an ore hammer. They don't have a huge durability, but they're really useful for just turning ores into dusts, which doubles their number. And this should work fine for the iron that we've got. So boom, there's some dust. Wow, yeah. 1 copper ore hammer uses, yeah, a stack. Boom, that's the durability. So we have, yeah, half a hammer to spare. Now, increasing the capacity in a jumbo furnace does not increase the efficiency. So this is burning through wood like a mother trucker. We're going to have to go and grab some more wood. So bone meal into white dye, 25 of that. Then we mix that with the green dye to get ourselves some lime dye, 38 of that. Amazing. We're going to need to mix this with the wheat that we ground down into wheat flour after the wheat has been dampened. So a water bucket of wheat flour gets us dough, and then we do it again. Boom. Oof, we're going to be here forever. So now we have the dough. We mix this with the lime dye to create slime balls. Now we're going to need some string, and that's where flax comes in, because you know what it is. So of course, flax goes into string, but what's that? Flax is also a doormat? Very cool. Had no idea. In fact, definitely want to make one of those. A doormat. Lovely stuff. Can I put it down here? Oh, that's a bit ugly. Well, maybe not. What about there? Is that going to get in the way of the door? Yeah, no, I can't put that down. What about instead of this piece of carpet? Yeah, you know what? I'm happy with that. A little bit of a doormat. Boom, our own little personal touch. So we have string by the boatload on either side, and the slime balls in the middle will get us loads of processor binding. And you get a lot from this craft, so you don't need to worry too much about running out of slime. We've got the iron over here, and we've got loads of silicone too. So let's get about making these bits and bobs. I'm going to need to get some stuff out of my dank. The redstone, for example. And it's time to let crafting commence. Here we go. So first up, we want a controller. We're going to need an advanced processor, which is one of these bad boys cooked. So we'll make a couple of these because they're quite useful. Okay, great, that's a whole lot of processors to get started with. We'll cook these up in the jumbo furnace because they do need to be cooked before they're used. Bit weird though, I don't think they cook actual like CPUs in a furnace, or maybe they do. I have no idea how a computer's made. Only in Minecraft. So we're going to need some quartz enriched iron, and we're going to need some machine casing, which is also quartz enriched iron. Cool, very cool. And then, oh, we haven't smelted up all of the quartz, have we? Oh my god, the timing! Guys, just let me make my computer for 1 second. Okay, well, where are they coming from? What does it say? So where are these dudes? What does the map say now? Aha, I see you now. Up. Well, it's a good thing I got double jump slippers. Here we go, they're in the trees. Boom, got my sword. Does, but don't need to know, you know? It's just a sword, isn't it? In it, bruv. It's just a sword. Here they are, on their way. Rude dudes on your 6. Checkmate, son. Heading you down to Chinatown. That's right, have a chow mein on me, mother truckers. The raid successfully defended. Now we should be looking at their corpses because if we're lucky, we'll get something called an ancient tome. We didn't get one this time, but basically it's a very important drop from raiders that you need for higher level research. But also it has some other crafting uses as well. Anyway, back to our house, back to computers. Okay, so like I said, we should have all the bits we need, and we're going to go from the top to the bottom. So quartz enriched iron, which is just quartz and nether quartz. I have quartz in the dank, was it? Yeah, there we go, a couple of stacks of this. And let's enrich some iron. Boom, and you get a good ratio of this, but you do actually need loads and loads and loads, so making a couple of stacks is still going to be a really good choice for you. So we'll need a machine casing, it's stone and quartz enriched iron. Then we'll need nothing, that's it, boom, the controller in position, amazing. The controller connects to cables, so we'll need, some glass, time to cook up some sand. So where was I? We've got the controller, we're going to need a crafting grid as well, which requires a grid. We're going to need construction cores, and then destruction cores, which are nether quartz and a basic processor. We can make these. There's one of those. And where's the glowstone? That's right, still in the dank. Let's get that glass out of here. So, let's do it. Oh man, there's so much to do here. But the grid, we have the grid, boom, now turn it into a crafting grid. Oh, we need a crafting table, oh my god, okay, well let's make one of those. Got some wood around here somewhere, lovely stuff. And there you have it, the crafting grid. So the controller with the crafting grid and some cable, of course, we'll make some cable. We'll need more than 12 though. I reckon maybe a stack will do. Got to be careful though, because we're running out of quartz enriched iron. So we have the computer and we have the crafting grid. We'll need a disk drive to store all of the hard drives that are basically going to be the chests. So here we go, disk drive. Boom. And we can free up some space by starting to put these down. Now I loosely planned ahead. I reckon what we can do is have some power generation above the house, maybe some solar panels, and feed it down through the cistern, bring it across the roof and down over here. So we're going to be putting the controller right about here, I reckon. Wait, what the hell? Looks a bit ugly. Well, the storage is going to be, well, we did say downstairs, but with a disk drive, we don't actually need that much extra space. So what I think I'm going to do is dig away some of these panels and put it against the wall. That might be a really good idea. Now, everything needs to be connected to the controller, but it doesn't need to be connected via pipes. So we can put the controller there, the crafting grid here, and the disk drive up above. And that means everything's connected so long as we power this controller. So next on the list is a hard drive. We're going to need somewhere to actually store the items we're going to gather. Now on the list I've got a 1K hard drive. That's not really going to cut it. We're going to need thousands and thousands and thousands of space for just all of the basic Minecolonies materials. But we can get going because basically you make 1K storage parts to make 4Ks, which then in turn make 16Ks, and it basically goes up exponentially. And I reckon if we can get to 32K, that's a great place to start. So first up, as many of these storage parts as we can make. We're going to run out of glass though pretty quick. Better get some more smelted. Man, it's weird the things that you actually need loads of. Also silicone, we're going to need loads of that too. So now to make the 1K storage parts into 4Ks, we just replace the glass with the storage parts and put some basic processors in the corner. Okay, pretty simple. The 16K storage part. Amazing! Now we're getting somewhere. So now we can use this, the 16K storage part, with the storage housing to make ourselves a 16K storage disk. Now, of course, there's solar generators from Mechanism, but oh my god, that looks confusing. There's solar panels from Ad Astra that use Dash. Don't know what Dash is. Ender.io has some photovoltaic modules, but oh my god, this looks complicated too. Why can't power generation just be simple? So it looks like solar is a bit beyond our reach, so what we're going to do instead is just use a simple generator with a botany hopper pot solution. This worked great for us before. Basically a botany hopper pot or two with trees that feed the wood, logs and sticks into a burning generator that just creates power. And why not start the ball rolling with one of these generators from Generator Galore. So check it out, we upgraded that copper generator into an iron one. We have some hoppers down there leading into it, and we have some hopper pots above. Now we're going to need some burnables in those hopper pots, so I'm going to go and grab some saplings. So can I get to the hopper pots from here? No. Ooh, well, you know what, I can just dig away a bit of the wall. Not a problem, I can put this back, it's not a problem. So yeah, a spruce sapling here, a spruce sapling here, and a spruce sapling over on the edge. And this should create enough wood to keep our computer powered for the moment. Now the final step, we need to get some power from the generator over here to the controller. Also, I think we're going to have to move this disk drive down a bit so that it's beneath the controller so the power can come in at the top. There we go, that's looking good. Oh my god, what are you doing here? The wandering trader has infiltrated the house. I need a burglar alarm as well. So what kind of cables are we going to use? Well, pipes has some good, easy to make power things, I think. So at pipes. And here we go. Item pipe, no. Fluid, energy. That's loads of that stuff. And there we go. 16 should be enough. Now we're going to bring this... Oh, come on, dude. Can you move? There we go. My knowledge of death has increased. Now this is not going to be the prettiest. This is going to have to come across here. There's no real way to avoid this, but it's a necessary Weevil. There we go. Are we in business? Only one way to find out. No. And why is that? Why is the power not going from the generator down? Here, pipe wrench is in order. flint and sticks. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh man, I got some flint here as well. Really lucky. So here we go, a pipe wrench. Now I've never used energy pipes from pipes, so I'm not quite sure how they work. Is this gonna work? Right click. Oh my god, I'm bobbing like a mother trucker. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to put down the block of redstone right here because this is messing me up. There we go. Oh, dry land. So we got the edge of the pipe here. We crouch. Aha! We can crouch and set it to send, and it looks like now it's draining the energy. That means if we're lucky and we go inside, oh yeah, it's time for computer power, baby. Oh, amazing! And it's got this nice blue glow. So you put the discs in there, and as you can see, now we have 16k capacity. So we can go over here to the crafting grid, and boom, we can start emptying our packs. And look at this, everything arrayed in the crafting grid. Oh, amazing. We can also empty our dank, because why not? Oh man, so it looks like, yeah, this was a super ambitious episode because all we got was computer storage done. Remote storage access, a kitchen, is going to have to come later, but we can kind of tick the box on home power now as well, because this power setup is going to be great. I can probably even power up my 4K flat screen TV. Maybe get my PlayStation down here and play some games on this. I wonder if Aqualario has ever played Elden Ring. I reckon he'd love it. But thank you very much for watching this episode of Minecraft Minecolonies Byzantine. This episode we didn't get as much done as I really did want to. I honestly thought building a computer was going to be a much quicker affair, but this took forever, oh my god. What we did do though is gather loads of valuable ores, materials and minerals from both the nether and the bowels of the overworld. We got more diamonds, more gold, more iron, loads of quartz. We're good to go. I'm going to see about smelting up some glass and crafting some more storage discs. And I'm going to empty out the boat and bring everything over here. Now, this is probably the first Minecolonies episode where we haven't built a building. So next episode, absolutely, I want to keep on top of both research and building buildings. But I also wanted to do a bit more of a chill episode this time and just do some crafting for my quality of life. As always, keep your suggestions about what we should be putting into the house coming in. And until next time and next episode, take care.